Hey folks, hey, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about Pep Band for the 2020-2021 season. It's going to be different this year, and we don't like it, but in the times that we live in, this is what we're going to have to do. So, first of all, I should tell you that there's a lot of schools that are not allowing Pep Band. They just don't have band kids come and play. And if you go to basketball games, if you're traveling with the team, you're not going to see very many pep bands out there. Mr. Hollingsworth and I kind of took a survey of everyone in the state and in our league, and there's just a lot of pep bands that aren't functioning. So we feel really lucky that our administrators are allowing us to do it, but like I say, it's going to be a lot different. First of all, you should know that we are limited to 35 members for each pep band session. So we've in the past had 80, 90 kids up there. It's not going to be that way anymore. So there's going to be 35 at a maximum, and we'll have to be socially distanced. And that's as good as we can do. The other thing that you should know, the way that we're dividing the bands are we're going to do an orange band and a black band. And we've already divided those. The kids know which band they're in for concert band, and that's going to be their pep band that they're going to play in. And that is true except for our rhythm section. Our rhythm section is really important to have the same people each time. So the guys that are in our rhythm section and the jazz band are going to be the basis of each pep band. We have a couple of drummers and a couple of bass guitar players and keyboard player, and we're going to let those guys be part of that 35 each time. And with that said, we can still have the number of each band, the black band and the orange band, still fully participate in our pep band. The next thing you should know is in terms of grading, there is going to be a required playoff like for every game like we have done in the past. So we have 10 basketball games this year. There's going to be a required playoff for 5 of those. We're splitting the band into black and orange, 5 games for the orange, 5 games for the black. And I'm going to assign a playoff for each one of those games, meaning the kids, if they choose to participate in the game, they don't have to do the playoff. They'll be exempt. If they don't participate, they're going to have to perform a playing test for a grade. So we're trying to encourage the kids to participate in the pep band, but if they can't or they choose not to, we've got an alternate assignment for those people. The thing about playoffs this year is we really need the players to come in and play. So what we're going to require is that you can miss a game, but we have to know in advance. And number 2, you have to find a sub of your same instrument. So like let's say we have a trombone player in the orange band that can't participate on his given night, so he needs to find a replacement in the black band, someone to come in and cover his part. So we'll have some forms, Mr. H and I will have some forms that the kids can fill out and take care of that. The next thing, and I should also say that if we have a kid that is a sub for another student in the other band, then we will give extra credit for those kids that take time out of their schedule and participate as a substitute. The next thing that you should know, we are restricted to how long the kids can stay. We used to show up for the beginning of the girls' game and stay till the end of the boys' game. They're not allowing us to do that this year, so it's going to be a 30-minute maximum time that they are allowed to be there. So we're going to show up between the games. That's when we do the bulk of our playing anyway, and we usually play 10, 12 songs during that time between the girls and the boys game, including the national anthem for the boys game. So we'll try to pinpoint a good call time for each game. We used to show up at 5:30. It's probably going to be more like 6:30, 6:45 for call time, so we can be ready for the start of the girls' game and the end of the boys' game. And the last thing you should know, I'm just kind of reading my list here on the board, is no one in the Pep Band will receive vouchers. Unfortunately, our athletic department is trying to limit the number of passes for parents to come and watch the game, and they're giving those players and the cheerleaders and the dance team the vouchers for the game, so they can come and watch their students participate in the basketball games themselves. And this is true except for the drum line. They are going to allow the drum line to have vouchers. I'm not sure how many. I'm guessing they're going to have 2 vouchers. And then also the color guard, they're going to perform at the game on December 18th. And those students will get vouchers for their parents. So we don't like it. I'm a big Pep Band guy. I'm a big sports fan, and I love to play for the games. But it's just a different time, and hopefully this is what we're going to start out with, and it may change during the course of the season, but that is our plan going forward, and that's what we've been allowed to do, so we're going to make the best of it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I don't know all the answers. Mr. H doesn't know all the answers, but we'll be sure and ask the appropriate people that do. Have a good rest of your day.